Misty Stats. Oh. Oh, well. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Chain Gang Live Sports Show. No music. Key it up. All right, so, John, how are you, brother?
Hey, doing great. It's a beautiful night out there. I tell you, the sun is still out as the time is going to be switching around on Sunday morning at 2 a.m.
Is it really this Sunday?
Yeah, yes.
Spring ahead, fall back.
The 8th, yeah.
So what are we springing ahead?
Already upon us.
So we're ahead.
We're going to spring forward.
Ahead.
We lose an hour.
Right, but we spring ahead, fall back. That's the way I used to know it.
Right. Fall back, but that's a long ways off. That means we lose an hour of sports watching, listening this weekend, and it's going to be an action-packed weekend, as most weekends are this time of year. Bike week finishing up. This is the last week here in
a very
North
successful
Central.
bike week.
Yeah.
The weather's been great.
Ride?
Yeah. No, I don't ride.
No?
Are you kidding me? I can't even drive a car. Do you want me to ride a motorcycle? I'm very bad. We have a new guest on our show, Courtney. She'll tell you I can't drive.
Oh, we got Courtney. Yes. Welcome, Courtney.
How you doing? And great to be here.
Hey, great to have you as well.
Yeah, Misty Stats is taking a maternity leave.
Is she on special assignment?
Special assignment.
As we say in the news industry.
If she heard I said she was on maternity leave, that'd be death. Yeah. Well, she did hear it. It's live.
That's right. Well, you know what? It's great. It's always good to have. So, stats. Remember a couple of shows back, we had somebody that hit us up with a trivia.
That would be, the cat was out of the bag. That was my father who decided to throw the wrench in.
What was something about how many home runs?
Yeah, that the Yankees hit in like 1940. I didn't know.
Yeah, that's kind of tough to come up with. Any of those things that's with numbers, you know, it's not, except for Ted Williams, his hitting streak, and the home runs. Those things stand out in my mind.
No, they do. And we've tried to do this before the show in a little meeting. We were trying to come up with a name. We had Misty Stats, and now we were trying to come up with a name for Courtney so she doesn't feel left out on the names. And she was Karaoke Courtney when we did the karaoke's last week. So
I say go with it.
Karaoke Courtney.
Yeah.
Little Red, Cece. She's got a bunch of nicknames.
So we'll discover that as we go along, and a whole lot of sports activity during this Thursday afternoon.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw where Jason Tatum is set to return.
It is happening?
Yeah, that's what it looks like. He had that Achilles injury. It's you would think a little early for him, but he's going to return.
Right.
They're going to take on the Mavericks. It's going to be at 8 o'clock.
He's coming back tonight?
No, well, not tonight. That's going to be tomorrow night.
That's crazy. That's devastating to me and the Knicks.
Against the Mavs, and you'll be able to watch it on ESPN. Got to give them a little plug
We're
there.
plugging. We peacock. We plug.
If they don't
Fox
already
pluggers.
know, we point them in the right direction. What can I say? Because you want to see that comeback. He may or may not play, but he will be available.
Yeah.
It may be a little too early. An Achilles injury is a tough one to come back.
Way too early to come back. You remember what happened with what's his name, Kevin Durant, when he tried that strained calf. Next thing you know, it was a torn Achilles and tried to come back too early.
Some players, I don't know if they're ever the same. You go back to the fall of 1993.
Kobe.
Well, I was going to say Marino in Cleveland.
Oh, he never moved the same. He was terrible. He was a terrible scrambler to begin with, and then
not
that just
the
made
most
it
mobile guy.
Yeah, no.
But and he always walked with the limp, despite the race.
Terrible.
So it's hard to see how that'll play out. But I think the Celtics in general, they're in great shape right now.
They sure are. That's what scares me. That's what.
Because your Knicks are in the same division.
Yeah, and they're red hot.
Yeah.
I just want it to be known they beat San Antonio, and then they came out, and then they're playing well, and now they got Denver tonight. So this is the San Antonio beatdown. Then they went into Toronto, beat Toronto like a drum in Toronto. Toronto's in the thick of things, and now tonight's Denver. So.
But to credit your Knicks though, tough loss. Anunoby had that 3-point opportunity late in that game. If you saw it, they lose it 103-100 to Oklahoma City. And in that game, Knicks head coach Mike Brown was talking about how the officiating sometimes goes more than you would think it should be in the favor of Oklahoma City. And Shea Gilgeous-Alexander gets the calls, sort of like a lot of people said Michael Jordan.
The Jordan rules, bullshit. No, negative.
But in fairness, Alexander is the elite player of the NBA. When you say elite, I mean MVP. He could win it again. I think he's got to be a front runner. That's providing he plays in enough games.
Yeah,
Him and the Joker over
you
there.
saw
in
the
Denver,
Joker when he almost had the fight. Joker was he was angry. I've never seen him like that.
He wasn't joking.
No, he.
But if
That is brutal.
if either of those two players miss more than 17 games, they are disqualified. They can't end up being an MVP.
MVP, yeah.
And I
That
think
was-
that would be strange.
That was the tanking rule, right? I'm not tanking, but
Yeah.
the rest. I
Right,
need rest.
to keep the players in the top
Fresh,
players in the
yeah.
game. There's been a lot of issues with that.
Yeah.
But Cade Cunningham, I think, in that scenario would be the front runner.
Yeah, no
with,
question about
Detroit.
it. Cade Cunningham is an animal.
Yeah,
And well done.
That's going to be a great matchup, by the way.
I think
Spurs.
Courtney's flagging me down. She's got an email. Karaoke Courtney, what's the first? What's our first question?
Hey everyone, so we have an email from Brian in New York who wants to know who is going to win the American League East. What are we
Courtney,
thinking?
what are you thinking? What are you thinking? This is the weirdest girl in the world. She's from Boston and is a Yankee fan. I think that's because her boyfriend's a Yankee fan.
Yeah. I know we're gonna have a lot of repercussions for that one.
That's it. So, what do you think? AL East.
Well, the American League East, I think your Yankees, who it was weird. I know it's only spring training, but they came in with an 8-game winning streak today, took on a Twins team who was the coldest team in spring training with a 7-game losing streak, and they lost to the Twins today at home, 15-0. I don't know. That's crazy.
7 of our guys are playing in the World Baseball Classic, which starts Friday.
Yeah, there wasn't any. Although I saw Stanton did play in that game. He went 0 for 2.
Yeah, well, that's because he's battling a serious injury.
Yeah,
it's tennis elbow.
Yeah, he's only 50% maybe.
Yeah, a tennis elbow. They were saying he couldn't open chips. I have a hard time with that. This is a premier athlete can't open a bag of chips.
And I always said we could always count on him when the chips were down,
Oh,
but
jeez.
not in this case.
Speaking of
So,
Jesus, we
Courtney,
have one more thing.
I'm gonna. Hey, it's a rough crowd, But I was gonna say the Yankees. Despite today's results, because you can't base anything on. I just thought I'd throw that out there because
You just like to throw a little dig in. That's all right.
That's it. The Twins of all people. Well, anyway, so
look at the producer. He's always smiling.
The producer,
because he just hates the Yankees.
He smiles so much his gums are going to dry out by the end of this 1-hour show. I tell you though, we want to keep him smiling though. A smiling producer is a good thing.
Yeah, that is good. Because he can definitely take this beautiful face and take it down.
Absolutely.
You don't want
absolutely. But going back to the question, I'm going to say the Yankees got to be the front runners.
Sure.
Here. The Astros are always in the thick of things. The Brewers, the Tigers.
Yeah, but from the
Red
East,
Sox.
I think it's just listen.
The toss.
Toronto is defending champ. You got Boston's going to be tough. Boston made a couple of moves. Then the Yankees. That's a tough division. I think Baltimore. The shame of it is 3 years ago, Baltimore made a serious run.
They were awesome. But
Then 2 years ago, they made a good run, and then last year they were terrible, and
Right.
now this year they're projected to be terrible again with the same roster.
yeah, they're probably going to be in the cellar of that division, the Orioles.
Yeah.
But it's a tough division. And Tampa Bay, you can't rule them out.
Oh, phew.
And
Can't
they're
forget
back
about the
in Tropicana Field, the newly renovated.
new renovated bag.
Yeah.
It's a bag over it.
Yeah, it's
Horrible.
I can't imagine them playing there much longer.
No,
Really.
me neither.
But I'm going to go with the Yankees in the American League East. I
Thank
just
you,
have
brother.
that feeling.
That's a good feeling for me.
I think
yeah.
it is.
And
And
Yeah, I'd
from
like that.
you like that?
I'd like that.
You
Oh,
like
good.
that? You like hey,
Karaoke Courtney likes it.
Courtney.
We're in. That's it.
So
It's
mark
beautiful.
that one, and we'll have to replay that.
Yeah.
Like in the fall.
Yeah, and just when the producer
Late
gets to watch his
September.
Red Sox plummet, that's what I hope happens.
That's
But
it.
hey, here we go. It's always something.
I'm going to go with the Yankees, and that's not going out on a limb.
No, it's not. It's not. But if I don't know. I think the World Baseball Classic taking half the squad away from us is that's a tough thing.
Oh yeah. Well, By the way, that World Baseball Classic, that's going to be over the next 2 weeks, so you're going to see a lot of situations like that. You got a lot of the stars playing in that as the defending champion. You know, Japan, remember that with Otani striking out Mike Trout? Down
Yes,
in
I do
Miami
remember that.
in
Two former
2023.
teammates. That was a big. That was one of those endings that you can't even write it. You can't even script that. That was beautiful.
Yeah, that
Not
was,
for the Japs. Oh, jeez, we can't say it like that. For the Japanese team.
well, going back to
Yeah,
Wow.
we can't do that.
Yeah, no.
Going back-
Courtney's now even throwing out. No, you can't do that.
going
We
back
haven't
to that
third
World
producer.
Baseball
All right,
Classic, though.
the Toyota sponsor's gone.
Yeah, there goes
Toyota.
Toyota. Well, you got Toyota and Publix are gone.
We should just keep a tally here.
Yeah.
We're just, just to write them off.
But you keep us in it.
Episode to episode.
You keep
But
us in
World
it.
Baseball Classic, USA taking on Brazil tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. And here comes that Fox plug. It is
Yeah, I knew it was around the
on
corner.
Fox tomorrow night. And it's in Houston. You know, Houston and Miami are playing host to the World Baseball Classic.
Is that right? Miami's the play.
Well,
That is the
Lone
ugliest
Depot
stadium. I'm
Park.
sorry, brother. I know you're a Miami guy,
Well,
but that's an ugly stadium.
I just, let me tell you what, when they tore down the Orange Bowl for that, I just felt like it was a mistake.
The Orange
that
Bowl was a-
hallowed ground.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So many big sports events and just events in general, from the Hurricanes to Super Bowls to the Dolphins.
Yeah.
And then to tear it down and build this massive retractable stadium that really they can't fill up.
Yeah,
I don't
no,
know
and,
if
and
they
that's
ever-
what it. I think that's the biggest problem is.
Yeah.
You look at it and it always looks empty, and that's just listen. we
Too big.
But as the problem is that you can't go to a baseball game with your family, right? You can't go to New York to a baseball game with family. The tickets, by the time you're done, it's $1,000 for one game.
Right.
But in the Marlins, and I know when I was in Chicago with the White Sox couldn't draw so bad that they would tell you if you brought a Pepsi can in, you can get in free.
Yeah.
So everybody be walking around with Pepsi cans. They'd be pulling them out of the garbage down the street to go to the game.
And if you look at baseball in general, it seems like the stadiums now are being designed smaller capacity.
Yeah, because they want them to fill up, and the 60,000 seat
Right.
stadium in baseball doesn't exist.
Right.
As a matter of fact, the Yankees are 45,000, which is easy to fill.
Yeah, remember the Comiskey Park where the White Sox played for decades, and then you also had
The Oakland Coliseum.
the Oakland Coliseum, Cleveland, the municipal stadium out there. You
Yeah.
had all those seats and nobody in them. People don't you can't. There's so many games in baseball. That's the thing. You can't expect to fill up a stadium like that each and every time.
No,
80
not at
home games.
Yeah, and I get that. If they made it affordable, you'd fill a lot more. I mean,
Right.
these big cities are. There's a lot of people that would love to go to a baseball game. Bring their kids, bring their little league team, even their little league team.
Especially on Wednesday afternoon when you play hooky from work and you attend what they call a businessman special kind of matinee game.
Yeah, that's
With a 1 o'clock start.
Well, when I was in Chicago, I got caught looking for stats on my phone. When I was in Chicago, they had no Misty stats. I'm lost.
Well, you got Courtney.
Yeah, no,
You got
karaoke Courtney. She's
over
gonna sing
there.
in a minute. She'll break into song.
Oh,
That's
Jeez.
it.
Are you ready to sing?
No, I'm not ready to sing.
No. All right.
That's
Well,
nice. I got you to sing though. That was good.
yeah, I did sing, and my producer's looking at me because he loves it, and the other producers even give me the scowl because he wanted to see me sing.
Go to Finn's.
Have you seen my picture?
I do not want to hear you sing.
Jen, there's people texting saying,
Yeah,
what's
we
the
got another email.
Do we? All right, Courtney, go ahead. I'm going to send this person the phone number. Somebody's like, it's a live show. What's your phone number?
All right, so we got Steve from Florida wants to know who is going to win the World Baseball Classic, and you guys said the Yankees.
No, baseball. Yeah, this is when they go to the countries. This is I make that mistake.
World
But the
baseball.
countries are. See how I covered for
Look at
you?
you
Teamwork
covered.
makes the dream work, sister.
Over here.
Over there. All right, but the World Baseball Classic, Dominican Republic is weak.
That's Dominican Republic, though. A lot of people do kind of favor them.
But
to
no,
be in the top five.
they came out with the stats, right? The rankings, and Dominican Republic is 12th.
It's 12.
12th.
Well, I don't know that they're that bad.
I don't think so. It was Japan 1, Chinese Taipei 2, United States 3. That was just the way they ranked it. That was I was looking at the top 5, and Panama is ahead of Dominican Republic. And somebody said the Dominican Republic's talent pool has dwindled, and I don't see that. But I mean, a lot of guys all gone out of the league now.
Yeah, well, there's always something to these polls. It depends on who's doing it.
Yeah.
And it's like politics in a lot of ways. It
Yeah.
depends on who's doing it.
That's true.
So I wouldn't base anything on anyone's poll, but I've got a feeling that the USA is going to do pretty well I wouldn't be surprised if Japan is back at it. Maybe
Yeah.
Japan and USA, a rematch from 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Maybe there'll be a revenge factor. And remember, Otani is only going to be hitting. I don't believe he's going to be pitching in this.
Yeah, the shame of it is it loses a little luster. Like when we saw with the hockey players. I mean, when they were playing for the gold medal, they were playing for country, and it was important to win.
Right.
The World Baseball Classic, we don't send our best. Not only do we not send all of our best anyway, I mean, we're sending a great team, don't get me wrong, but you've got guys that have been, like Skubal's only going to pitch once, right? I mean, you got the best pitcher in baseball.
Who pitched to, I believe, on Saturday.
Right, he did.
Second game against Great Britain. That's also at 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
And I'll just throw it out there. It's on Fox. So you can catch all the action.
Fox
Two
plugger,
consecutive
Peacocker.
nights, 8 o'clock on Fox. You can't forget it.
No, you
it's
can't.
emblazoned in your memory.
Yeah, no.
But USA, I like their chances. To answer the question, I'm going to say USA and Japan in a rematch.
Okay.
Again, I don't think I'm going out on a limb on that.
No, I don't think so either.
Maybe it's residual effects from Team USA, both men's and women's. The Olympic thing.
Yeah.
And I think that is going to be a big part of it. They're that feeling. That's only 2 weeks old now, going into this weekend.
Yeah.
So I believe Team USA is going to put. up a good
Not that
showing.
we're biased, but
Yeah.
I agree. We had
Not that you're wearing, USA on the front.
the Aaron
there.
Judge jersey. Represent. Oh, karaoke throwing in. I love it. Throwing in bobs.
And-
It is representing.
Karaoke Courtney, go out on a limb. Give us an upset pick.
Yeah. Who's going to win? Who do you think's winning the World Baseball Classic?
USA.
That girl. She's
like
good.
it. I like
good.
it. Jump on the USA bandwagon.
That's it. We're going to take it from hockey to baseball right away. Here we go.
I read something about, just to say residual effects, the Women's Professional Hockey League.
Yeah.
They're going to have a sellout game at Madison Square Garden.
That's fantastic.
And it's going to set a record for the most in attendance at Madison Square Garden.
That's fantastic.
For a
I like to
women's
hear
hockey
that.
game.
I like to hear it because I have 3 daughters. And they played sports actively, and we were a sports family. You spent the weekends just traveling softball. We went all over the place. I coached football. They would travel. They would as cheerleaders or whatever. They were cheerleaders. That's what they were. They wanted to play football. The twins did, but that's part of the thing. That's what sports is all about.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what else is sports is all about. A
Women.
live show on a Thursday night from 6 to 7 here, the Chain Gang Sports Show, and we welcome calls. You can see the number in the top of the upper right-hand part of the
Is that where it
screen.
is?
That is.
Thank God, because I didn't know where the number was. I was scrambling for it.
386-251-8100. We welcome your calls, and of course, Karaoke Courtney is on hand to provide us stats when we need it in a pinch.
Yeah,
and you never know when we will.
she's
I'm
the new
here
bl-
when you need me.
Yeah, that's you.
Well,
she's there when we need her.
She
It's always good to ride or die. Foxhole.
warming up in the bullpen.
Yeah, she'll get used to it. It's good to have a third person in the foxhole because, like we said, even with these 2 old men that heckle us in the corner, teamwork makes the dream work.
Yes,
Love to be here.
But we love to have you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
It is. It's a great debut.
Yeah.
And, another big story. Bills. You're part of the.
I'm the mafia.
The
I'm in the
Bills
mafia.
Mafia.
Yeah, both in New York. No, I'm only kidding.
What's your reaction to today's acquisition of DJ Moore now?
I think DJ Moore is in the twilight. I have to be honest. I don't think DJ Moore is still the top flight 1 receiver.
Not like he was
No.
with Carolina or,
Right.
or
That's
in the
what I'm talking
beginning
about.
with Chicago.
Yeah.
But, the Bears now, they have that Luther Burden III. They've got Adunze. They've got great running
Yeah,
backs
Adunze
there.
is good. Kid from
Monange and, of course, DeAndre Swift. They got tight ends like out the kazoo there. Cole
You hear the
Kmet,
names that you've
Loveland.
just thrown out? Out the kazoo. What is that? That's a thing that you play. It's a little musical instrument you play.
That's the
kazoo.
thing.
Yeah, the kazoo. What was there was the guy who went on Fred Flintstones. Wasn't he kazoo?
Well, now don't confuse it with that
Courtney
thing
has
that
no
they-
clue what we're talking about. The Flintstones. Do you know what the Flintstones are?
You're driving with your feet.
I like that.
That's how we drive my car when the brakes are
Oh,
bad.
yeah.
Before my
Don't
other
get in the car
producer.
with Tom.
Oh, jeez.
Gotta
Hey,
use some-
always a heckler.
Got to use a Pumas
Yeah,
thing on
the
the heels
Reebok
there.
pumps.
Yeah, that's it. Hey, but I got to say though, I'm not surprised that the Bills. I'm surprised. See, they didn't want to go after AJ Brown. Too much money, I think there.
Yeah, and Pickens did Dallas put the tag on the franchise tag? On
I don't
Pickens?
believe so.
They haven't.
I
I
don't-
don't.
I don't
I
believe
think
so.
it was supposed to be done. It was supposed to be done today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll have to look. We'll
Yeah.
have to see.
You get karaoke Courtney. Get
Yeah,
on the
karaoke
get in the
Courtney.
get on the Google system.
We'll have to get an update on that. But you know who I really think A.J. Brown's going to end up? I was giving some thought. Maybe I was just seeing a mirage there of the days
Dolphins?
of Tim Brown, the Brown on the back of the a receiver.
the Raiders.
The Raiders.
They'll have Mendoza. I mean, because
Yeah.
it's reality that the Jets aren't even looking.
need a receiver.
No, I know. Yeah,
Yeah.
they do. I mean, and we are, as far as a Jet. Speaking of the Jets, sad news: Lou Holtz dying.
Lou Holtz,
Oh, man.
who coached the Jets for one season.
yes, he did.
A partial season.
Yeah, right
A
after
partial because they played a 14-game regular
right,
season.
right after Weeb Eubank. That's and the Super
right.
Bowl.
How do you follow
You
that?
can't follow that.
But yeah, he went 3-10 with the Jets that year, and they gave him the axe. But what can I say? He made his mark in college football.
Yeah, he had the most famous lisp next, and then Tyson took the title in sports.
That's
and,
it.
Yeah.
And then everything was ludicrous after that. But Lou Holtz, what a record though. I mean,
I know.
career-wise, when you look at his, what a resume.
Yeah,
He
no.
revived so many college football.
Notre Dame, notably.
Notre
Let's face
Dame
it,
in
notably.
1988 beat my Canes.
Yes, he did.
31-30.
Tony Rice,
Yes, well, the Catholics versus the convicts.
Tell
Remember?
me that. Yeah, the 30
lot of
ESPN's
people
30 and 30 did a special on that. That had how that got that became the Catholics versus convicts. Two geek kids that didn't make the team
Yeah.
created a T-shirt, and they came up with the Catholics versus the convicts, which it was fitting.
Yeah.
Because the Miami team back then was convicts.
It was an idea for its times.
Yeah,
right there.
no doubt.
Perfect.
It was good timing.
But that was, he had a national championship.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sure, he coached William and Mary, but look at all the
Arkansas?
South Carolina, Arkansas.
South Carolina was his last stop, wasn't
Right.
it? Yeah, and
right.
then
North
Skip.
Carolina State.
Yeah, and then Skip took over at South
Yeah.
Carolina. It didn't go well. And my buddy Brian Mahoney
Mm.
is sitting he's probably sitting right on his boat right now, just thinking about. No, he's not sitting on any boat in New York. He's sitting
No,
on a pile of snow.
not
is what
now.
he's sitting on.
Not yet.
But-
That's why they're playing these baseball classic games in
the South, yeah,
stadiums.
yeah.
You would think Yankee Stadium, that would be, or Citi Field, but you've got questionable weather this
Yeah,
time
no,
of year.
yeah, questionable. There's no question
No
about it. There's a
question
lot of
about
snow
it.
on that floor.
Bad,
on that
bad
ground.
weather, that's for sure. But a 33-year career for Lou Holtz. He finished with ESPN well over a decade.
Well, he should have. Lee Corso should have retired at the same time.
Right. Lee Corso.
Old Lee.
What is he now? He's
90.
90 now?
Yeah, and
Has
he was
made it
still
to
doing the show. I'm pretty sure he's 90. But I can tell you this:
He's in his 90s.
Yeah, and with a stroke.
Right,
He still
he
came
came
back
back.
and still did the show. And it was, for me, a guy that I've watched for so many years, 30 years.
Right.
He was great at what he did. He was fun. You remember when he'd come out with the,
Yeah.
he created the head.
He made game day.
He made game day.
Yeah,
he
he
sure
made
did.
game day.
But they held on to him too long. Towards the end of his career, that was
Right.
sad.
They
it was
were
actually
bringing
sad.
him out.
Yeah, they were, and
He
Kirk,
became like the mascot.
that's so mean.
He was a mascot of sorts, but in a good way.
Yeah, but Kurt
No
Herbstreit-
disrespect.
And that's to me that took Kurt Herbstreit from me as a commentator and everything in sports. It took him to another level. First, he's the only guy that's done college and NFL on primetime. And he had Corso's back. I mean, that was a foxhole guy. If you ever saw him, he helped get him on, carry him onto the stage there and on the set. And I just thought Corso. I just thought that was a sad ending, almost as bad as what was her name? Not Holly Rowe, but the one that Joe Namath kissed. Let me kiss you.
Oh, Lisa Colbert.
Yeah, I never liked her.
Remember, it was an interview with
Yeah, she-
Namath on the field,
and he
said,
was
"You look
hammered."
so good, I want to kiss you on the
Yeah,
lips."
he was hammered. And what did
That's a way to get him.
yeah, he was. Yeah, Courtney. You gotta love young women of today. That's a good way to get them.
Yeah, that
no
wouldn't
chance.
fly. That wouldn't
Hey,
fly.
you want to kiss?
Especially today.
At least
this-
he asked.
He was a true gentleman, that girl. But that was good. The thing that bothered me, though, because Joe Namath, obviously, I didn't get a chance to really see him play when they were the good times, but my father was such a diehard Jet fan.
Right.
And Joe Namath, Broadway Joe, was the deal. And he had a drinking problem, and that really, the fact that Susie Culver, that's who it was.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, Susie Colbert.
Yeah, and they went back to him, knowing he was hammered, knowing he just made a fool of himself. Let's go back down to Susie with Joe Namath.
Right.
I'm like, are you seriously going to do this? And they did. They embarrassed him, and he went to treatment after that. He did. He went into a rehab.
Well, as a broadcaster, there's one of the things you learn in broadcasting school. Don't remind the audience you've made a mistake.
Right.
Whether they're watching or listening, unless it's something of major, like the world's coming to an end.
Yeah.
You want to correct yourself
Well,
there if it's
the
not
Jets
true.
sport world came to an
Yeah.
end because they took Broadway Joe down. He
Yeah.
was the only guy that wore. You remember when he wore the? I wasn't there, but
The pantyhose.
yeah, I was part of the coming out party still with my mother.
Well, Joe Namath, back in the day, he was known as a ladies' man.
Oh, yeah,
And
with
he
the
had
mink
that,
coats.
yeah, he had in New York City. He had a club there.
Yes, do you know they made him close that.
Well, of course.
Yeah, because
Well,
Toots Shores. He was competing with Toots Shores. I mean, you can't do that in New York. I mean, that's where Joe DiMaggio, Mickey Mantle, and Whitey Ford would get hammered. I mean, that was their spot. Toots Shores. I see the producer shaking his head. He's a New York guy, and he definitely probably knows about Toots Shores.
That was a glamorous time to be an athlete in
Yeah.
New York, though.
Yeah.
Remember the Knicks with Frazier?
Oh yeah,
And-
Busher,
and all- and-
Dollar
and
Bill, Bill
Busher.
Bradley.
Yeah, Bill Bradley. Just a host of others.
Yeah, Phil
But-
Jackson.
And as well, hockey as well.
Yeah,
You had Esposito. You had
Esposito.
you know what?
Philly boy.
and the Yankees weren't. Surprisingly, the Yankees weren't all that good back then.
No, they were terrible. I
They
mean,
were
I just
among-
watched the '90s version of the Bronx Zoo.
Yeah.
It was It was embarrassing. I don't even remember the Winfield Steinbrenner Award. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah.
Oof.
But think about
Embarrassing.
it. The Yankees had to be that bad for the Jets to really be recognized to be that great.
Yeah,
right?
that's
to be
right.
the better alternative.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
In fact, the Yankees were what the Jets are today.
Yeah,
Kind
yeah.
of like not.
Which is
quite-
amazing to me because
Amazing.
Steinbrenner had them. Yeah, that guy, he was the word. They talk about Jerry Jones. People have no idea unless you had to experience George Steinbrenner as your owner. He was a prick. He was a prick. I can say it on air, right? No,
You know what?
We're live. I can say it on live.
It's
yeah.
not lost on me.
I guess prick is not accepted by the producer.
It's not lost on me that there's a lot of New York fans in Florida. Not
Florida.
just
Definitely.
North Central Florida.
Yeah, definitely. You
in
think so?
Florida.
Yeah.
So when we talk about New York sports, so I gotta imagine it strikes a nerve sometimes on certain fans. But
Oh yeah,
you know
no,
what?
yeah. Broward County was known as the sixth borough of New York.
That's what we used to call it
I
in
know.
broadcasting back then, the sixth borough.
Yeah.
That's right. That's interesting. You should know that.
Yeah, well, my parents, this is the way my life was. You think I like sports? My parents, first of all, for a family vacation, we went to see Muhammad Ali when I was a little kid fight Jimmy Young. We went to Puerto Rico for the family vacation to watch Ali train.
Yeah.
And then we had a condo in Pompano, Florida, that we went to every year because the Yankee spring training used to be in Pompano before they went to Tampa.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah. Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
yeah.
Well, I grew up in Miami.
That's
I,
right.
I left South Florida in 2007 to do ESPN morning sports show
Show
out of
off.
the Jacksonville area.
You
So,
show
yeah, on up to 2007. But I still keep track of what's going on there.
Oh,
We got a
we
call.
actually have a call. I shouldn't say it like that. There we go. We got it. Hey, Chain Gang Sports. What's your name and where you from? And we have the same technical difficulty we had the other day. I think this is no, it's on their phone.
I believe probably part of the silent majority. Remember, they used to call it the silent majority.
That's who it is. They're gonna. Hopefully, you'll try back. We don't have to say where you're from again because you better tell us because you just call back.
It may have been a Jets fan.
Yeah, that was bitter.
At the last second,
Yeah.
they froze up like Mitch McConnell on
Yeah.
a hot day in Washington. Possibly.
Karaoke. Did you hang up that phone on us?
It was not me.
Okay, good. We have any other emails? Nobody's wrote in yet.
Not yet. We hope to get more.
That's it. Look at that. She's even plugging. She's not a Fox plugger or a Peacocker, but she is plugging for the show.
Oh, she's going to be. She's plugging along.
Yeah. Oh boy, I knew something was coming.
Yeah, I'd say, where's that?
Where's that?
ring shot
Yeah,
when
where's
you
that?
need it?
Dun, dun, dun.
It is a rough one. But again,
Of course, you get the standing. There
There
it
you
is.
go.
Courtney,
Yeah, give
we
us-
love that you're chiming in well. You're fitting in well. It's good
Thank
to have
you.
you on there. You're the Robin Quivers
The
of our
Robin
show.
Quivers.
That's what she is, right?
I like that.
Yeah. See
I
that?
have not thought about Robin Quivers.
Robin Quivers makes the Howard Stern,
Howard
show.
Stern Show.
Karaoke Courtney could take us to the next level.
Where
I
would
got you.
Yeah, she's got our back.
the next
Yeah.
Really, where would Howard be without Robin?
No, it wouldn't be. Where would we be without karaoke?
That's right.
We would.
Sing a few
We'd be
bars.
singing a few chords in the streets over a barrel.
Ladies and gentlemen, here's Tom with his rendition of New York, New York.
And that's it. That's a
spreading.
Start spreading. Oh boy,
Another
I
big
just got the
story.
evil stink eye from the producer.
Again,
I'm not allowed to sing, and I'm not even allowed to sing around the office.
Much respect, though, to Lou Holtz, just to finish that
Yeah,
up. What a
yeah,
career
definitely.
record that he had in 33 years, 249 wins, 132 losses, and 7 ties.
Yeah,
Great
7 ties.
7 ties. Can you imagine that?
I can't.
Wonder how those 7 ties used to.
Yeah.
I hate ties.
Yeah, it's like kissing your sister.
Ties. I look at that and I say, like in the National Hockey League, when you lose, you lose. I don't care if it's overtime.
Well, that's why they added the overtime shootout.
Right, but sometimes, when you look at that stat there in the standings and it says overtime losses, it's still a loss to me. I don't think you deserve a point.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. As far as the points go for wins and losses, yeah. I
It's
get
like
it.
in Major League Soccer, which returns back to action on Saturday with a full slate of games. And Sunday, of course, you got a taste of
Live.
Major League Soccer this past
I did.
Sunday.
I got
in
to see the
Orlando.
Messi effect. That was incredible. The Messi
Touch
effect
on
is
that
real.
again. You said you saw the GOAT of soccer.
I did. I got to see the go to soccer and actually ran into the Terranova boys, Frankie and Mikey, and they were part of getting me there, and we're still waiting on them because they're going to be a big part of the show as well.
And you've seen Jordan, you've seen Brady, you've seen
Tiger
Tiger.
was
The bucket list is growing shorter.
the
each and every
bucket list is
sports
full, baby. We got Derek Jeter closes it out. All killers, all beautiful, and I got to see them all. Kobe was a part of that, and LeBron is a part. I mean, as much as people knock on him because he's been to what 12 championships, 10 championships he's been to.
Yeah.
And he's, he's only won. He still hasn't won as much as Michael is. The reason that Michael's the GOAT is because he went 6 times and he won all 6 times. He never loses at that level. And the one year that they didn't win it was because he was he was with the White Sox as a Baron. What was it?
Right. Oh, well, hey, look at the GOAT. So, Michael Phelps, Summer Olympics, is he
Oh,
the
yeah.
GOAT?
Oh, he's a GOAT.
Michael Phelps.
Absolutely.
And now, just newly established Johannes Clado of Norway.
Doesn't come in the. See, if
Winter
you're playing out of another country, if you're out of another country, you're not a GOAT.
You don't qualify.
No, you don't qualify.
You got to be from the USA to be the GOAT.
New York preferably, but yeah, we'll take it from.
We'll give you an honorable mention.
Yeah, that's
the
it.
best you get.
That's the best you get.
You don't get the top ranking. Well,
Yeah.
that's
Oh,
fair
well-
enough.
Oh, she's calling the wrong.
Plus, it would be very difficult for you to see Claudio, I think, or even Michael Phelps. I don't know. He's probably very much retired.
Yeah, Michael Phelps. Hey, what's the number for the show again? Because
Oh, that's 386-251-8100.
There you go.
386-251-8100.
I have people that wanted to call into the show today. Were asking me all about it, and I see them. They're all calling my cell phone. My cell phone's been going crazy over there. They're not
The
very
cell
good.
phone's going crazy.
Yeah, not very good listeners. That won't get you on the show. What that'll get you is the blank button, the FU button. Unfortunately.
Let me tell you, big news is going to happen, though, come Monday, I think, with this free agency, the
Yeah,
NFL. We'll
I
be
think so.
talking more about football. And then you got the draft. It'll be in April, but, free agency is going to change a
There
lot.
we go.
There we go. Karaoke's like, about time somebody's calling. Changing Sports. What's your name? Where you from?
It's Jody.
Jody, where you calling from?
Palm Coast, Florida.
That a girl. Palm
Oh,
Coast,
yeah.
Florida, in the house.
Good old Palm.
Hey, we've been we're glad you're the first caller of the day, so we're excited. We want to thank you for calling in, and we even got Karaoke Courtney's here to help us with these tough questions.
All right, I want to know what y'all think about Rodgers and the Steelers.
Oh, that's a good question.
Well, at 42 years of age, Aaron Rodgers, the question is he possibly still going to retire?
Well, the question is, did they bring in McCarthy for that reason? And
Right.
they say no. They say they didn't hire him because of that. But McCarthy and Rodgers were at hip, attached to the hip in Green Bay, and the reason they won a Super Bowl together.
Right. Good
So
combination.
yeah. So I mean, that's
They're hoping that maybe he'll stick around for that reason.
here's my problem. What's your problem with Aaron Rodgers? What's your problem with him? Well, he was a Jet, so that's my biggest problem.
Can't see past it.
That's it.
We got a heckler in the crowd.
Bad taste in your
Join the
mouth.
producers love that.
From the Jet ears.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers, I mean, he's a guy. He's a competitor. He's a competitor still.
But yeah.
But at 42, he's already got a Super Bowl.
And with a coming off of a torn Achilles, and Jody, you got to forgive me. I'm just a little bitter about the Aaron Rodgers, but like you guys, you're going to feel this year what I felt 2 years ago, 3 years ago now. With Aaron Rodgers, you have to wait till he decides that he wants to play, and that's always this big drawn out process. He's got to go live in a cave and sleep underwater. And he's a weird guy.
Yeah. He may, in fact, he may be the weirdest.
We got a guy. Brian Roberts has said hello, John.
Oh, hey, Brian, great to hear
he
from
said,
you.
"Don't say hello to Tom, though."
Don't say hello to Tom.
Well, I don't know if I like Brian Roberts.
Oh, yeah, Brian Roberts, great guy there. Big time South Florida sports fan.
Is that right?
Absolutely. Good to hear from him. He's calling from way down the way, too. That is definitely not a local call. Or local communication there. That's great.
That's great. Jody, let's get back to you. As far as the Aaron Rodgers thing, yeah, Brian, we appreciate that, brother. Thank you. Although he didn't say hello to me. Has he seen my picture? He has got to have seen my picture.
That's why,
Jody, you've seen my picture. No, have you ever seen my picture? Anyway,
I've seen your picture.
That a girl. Thank you. The Aaron Rodgers effect is real. It's not a fun ride. I think I love Aaron Rodgers, competitor, one of the great quarterbacks. We were talking about GOATs. He fits that bill.
Right.
And but my problem with him is it's the waiting game.
Right.
Is he going to play? Is he not going to play?
Probably
It's
the
a drama.
strangest player to be in the NFL since Ricky Williams. 20 years ago.
Another-
Remember Ricky Williams
He
would go on
just
a
said hello, Tom, to make sure you feel good.
Oh,
See
look at that.
Look at Jody. Here, Jody. Jody's like one of them people that wears it on her sleeve. She's like, oh,
That was me.
that was you.
Yeah.
Karaoke Courtney. Jody, I gave you credit, but you're
You're a part of this too.
yeah, you're an emotional person. We love you.
Yeah, but to finish up that question, I think Aaron Rodgers, some mobility issues. I think he's vulnerable with that Achilles.
Yeah, no, I think
I don't know that he goes the whole season. I
Jody-
think they draft a quarterback.
I think they will too. And Jody, I hate to say this to you, but for your Steelers, I think you're looking at third place this year, behind the Browns.
But you got to look at it this way.
Oh, she might get angry. She's an angry Steeler fan.
The Steelers. Let's throw that in. Remember,
Are the best. She's yelling. Are the best.
but not according to the players on the team. Remember, they did not rank the Steelers organization
Coming from the guy who was-
overall.
coming from
They
the guy
ranked
who was number-
last,
yeah.
32.
You know what the crazy thing about that is? The Steelers are one of the classiest organizations in sports. All of sports, everywhere. The Rooneys are one of the greatest owners of
A
all.
long history.
Long history. Dog tracks in Palm,
not
dog
the
tracks
same
in Palm
there.
Beach. They cover it all.
It's not the same, though.
No, it's not, because first of all, the firing of Tomlin was, to me, that was sad. The
After
guy
19 years, yeah.
with never a losing season.
Right.
My biggest problem is Jody, that they ranked 32nd, which is last in the quality of their facilities, their facility qualities, the stadium, the locker rooms, the weight rooms, the whole 9 yards, and that's a bad place to
That
be.
ranking came out last week. Remember, we mentioned that, yeah.
Oh yeah, okay, Jody. I can't thank you enough for calling. Steeler Nation. We have a place in our heart for Steeler Nation.
Yeah.
We have a place in our heart for you. I hope you get a call again next week. We appreciate
Yeah,
it.
Jody, thanks for the call.
Thanks, Jody.
Y'all welcome. Thanks.
All right, bye. Jody, that was nice. Okay,
Yeah, that was good. But you also keep in mind now, John Harbaugh is not the coach in Baltimore.
Yeah, that's
now.
right.
How will that change? And
I have no idea. Hey, Karaoke, you're a Giant fan.
Oh yeah.
Giant fan. So Scatterboo, and then you got. They have.
Look, don't be surprised if Courtney, your Giants don't end up with Kenneth Walker.
Yeah,
The third, they may go.
that's what I heard. And
Scatterbo's banged up.
Yeah,
and
that
now-
ankle. I don't know.
Yeah.
That doesn't come. Your ankle's not made to come out of the socket like that and lay there
Right.
the wrong way. So I think that's going to be something that's going to be looked at. But if they get Kenneth Walker the third, I think John Harbaugh brings a great culture. We talk about culture all the time in sports.
Winning culture.
A winning culture.
I
And
was disappointed to see that he didn't end up in Miami.
yeah, I
The
bet.
Giants.
I bet. Who did you guys end up with?
Oh, we got Halfley, Jeff Halfley.
Jeff Halfley. That's
In fact,
right.
it seemed like we just had like a plane load of former Packer
Yeah, that's right.
front office people and coaches
Yeah.
arrive
It's
at
like having
Miami
Aaron Glenn.
International now. We're the Miami Packers.
That's it. That's
Look,
what
I
somebody
won't
else said.
mind if we have results right now.
Of course not.
I can't say anything. I'm skeptical. Why not? We've got like the last, like the better part of this new millennium, which is now a rapidly aging millennium. Remember when they used to call it that, the new millennium?
Yeah.
For at least 20 years now, Dolphin fans have been suffering. I don't know that gets better.
Brother, do you really want me to feel bad for you? When it comes to suffering, Jets.
Oh,
That's
the
suffering.
Jets.
That's how you spell it.
Well, the Jets provide that much-needed gray background
Yeah.
that makes us look better
Our studio.
each and every time.
Yeah.
So I don't mind. Thank God for the Jets.
Yeah, that's it. That's
And,
what I say
may they
that all the time.
continue with
I say
their-
that every day.
Yeah.
Thank God for the Jets.
But Courtney, I think Kenneth Walker and you got that's a good emerging team there. It will be
yeah,
interesting.
and they're good on the defensive side of the
Jackson
ball.
Dart.
Yeah,
Jackson Dart.
Jackson Dart. I think Jackson Dart. I think he. I don't know. I think the jury's out, of course, because he hasn't knocked
Right.
down. But I think he's got the capabilities. I think he's got the tools. She's shaking
We
her
got
head. Yes.
faith.
You have faith.
Oh, yeah.
Faith is listen. If you don't have faith,
You don't have nothing.
Hey,
you don't have.
look what it
noth-
did. Look what it did for George Michael back in 1988.
Oh man, you
Yeah,
are-
faith, it proved-
and you're the only guy I know that can pull the ear out every time he pulls the ear out, and he's right. I Fox checked you. I mean, I fact checked you, and you're always right.
Well, let me tell you, it's all those years being a DJ and
Yeah.
playing music
Yeah.
and all that. It's just embedded.
Karaoke, you karaoke.
That's it. I used to do a karaoke show. That's why
I feel-
I've got my brethren in here,
Yeah.
the karaoke Courtney.
Yeah.
And it's good to see that somebody else is carrying the torch.
That's it. She's carrying the torch. Yeah.
I got this.
Oh, yeah. She's
Well, I
got
can
it.
tell you this: I feel left out. I don't karaoke. I tried, but I mean,
You did
you've
try.
never-
You did.
I did try. Right? I get credit for trying.
Yeah,
right.
definitely.
Let
I
me tell you,
appreciate that.
there was a time when karaoke was huge everywhere. I mean, you
Yeah.
couldn't walk into a bar and not have somebody singing badly.
Yeah.
Mainly
Why are
badly.
you looking at me? Like,
I'm
oh, that's
just
'cause we
being
have to look
honest.
at each
Yeah.
other. Yeah.
The problem is,
I walked into the studio today.
You know what?
But-
That's not fair. I bless our job sites and places with my voice. Oh no, it's my picture. Have you seen my picture?
We've all seen your picture, Tom. We love it.
Okay, thanks. At least look, she throws a little hand up underneath. She's living for the camera. But I mean,
karaoke is a great thing.
it's a great thing. Karaoke.
It's a lot of
we've
people-
we've lost full track of the sports show. We're now karaoke.
For something-
Courtney, hit us a note.
Decades ago,
No,
it
you're not gonna
evolved
sing?
out of
Next
Japan,
time.
I think it was. Japan, I think, started that up.
It sounds like it.
I believe.
Where else would the word karaoke come from?
Right,
It sounds like-
exactly.
yeah, karaoke.
And a lot of people have come out of their shell.
Yeah, with
due
extra
to
soy
the
sauce.
miracle of karaoke.
Yeah, karaoke with extra soy
right.
sauce, shrimp.
Its early
Shrimp
genesis.
karaoke. That's what I'm having for dinner.
It was probably the early genesis of karaoke was the amazing Mr. Microphone that people used to walk.
That the one that
around.
shakes. Remember the stupid thing that they showed?
Oh,
That
wait a
looks
second. No,
good,
that's
huh?
an
That didn't look
exercise
good.
thing. No, it doesn't. It doesn't look good.
Shake weight.
Shake weight. And there was, right?
Shake weight? Was
Yeah.
that what it's
There
called?
was, Courtney,
shake
back me
weight.
up. There was a shake weight, wasn't there?
Yes, there was.
I remember
It
that-
really worked, though. It really did.
Listen, Courtney, that means you probably bought Suzanne Summers' Thigh Master, the one that you sit there and you squeeze your legs together.
Oh, yeah.
Did you have
or
one?
the
of those?
walker that's on the ground.
Oh my gosh, my mother had one of those.
Well, now,
They
She
they
is a-
really work.
No, yeah, my mother was like, "I'm running a marathon." I'm like, you're not leaving the couch. You haven't left the couch, Mom.
well, let me tell you, if you're a bartender at a high volume restaurant, you don't need a shake weight because you're mixing
you're
those
shaking.
drinks. Yeah.
Yeah, here we go.
Like the
Oh,
movie Cocktail there,
a great movie.
1988.
I knew that was coming. Fact check. Fact check.
Brian Brown, Tom Cruise. Remember that?
I do.
And the Beach Boys.
Yeah. What's the girl?
With John
name? I love her.
Stamos
Before my
in the
time.
music video.
Schumacher. Am I right?
Schumacher.
Elizabeth Shue. That's who it was.
Oh, yeah.
Elizabeth Shue was the one he got pregnant.
That's it. You Elizabeth Shue.
Elizabeth Shue. What did I say? I said Elizabeth Shue. Didn't I?
You did.
Okay, good.
It was
Got
a-
it right.
Yeah, all right, thanks. I don't like being wrong. When you, how can you? I've been loving you so wrong.
Hey, you
was
know,
brutal.
with the weekend coming up, I don't know how many auto racing fans are watching us tonight live, but let us know. 386-251-8100, the
And-
number to call.
And what are we going to talk
Talk to
about?
Karaoke Courtney, talk to Tom, and if it gets right down to it, you can talk to me too. I'll
Yeah, that's-
stand by.
We
Love to
talking
hear
you.
from you.
Yeah, absolutely. But auto racing, Tyler Reddick,
Tyler Reddick.
Boy,
Are
is he
you
on a
kidding
tear.
me? Are you kidding me?
historical.
And so the big thing is, of course, they make the big thing is Jordan is a big. Listen,
Yeah,
Michael's God. I mean,
the supreme competitor.
do you know what they did in sales with Jordan's product this year, this past year? $700 billion.
700 billion.
Wow.
I have not seen that.
No, 70 billion. I'm
I was
sorry,
gonna
70 billion. Because Michael Jordan got like.
I was going to say,
he
Courtney.
he gets 700 million.
Courtney's
Michael
going to
gets,
do the fact checking
Yeah.
on
Yeah,
that.
I got this.
No, it is 70
70 billion.
he did with the
That's
Jordan
still
product,
pretty-
and that's his mother who negotiated that contract with Nike. If you saw the movie Air,
Look at that,
his
how it all
mother
started.
Yeah, it all
Wow.
started. He was the first endorsed athlete to have his own shoe, and look, he gets 700 million a year just because his name and his picture with the F. I can do that.
It seems so long ago,
Yeah,
and it was.
it was that long
It's
ago.
been a long time.
But I mean,
we're talking a whopping 4+ decades since that.
Whoa, easy. Man, I've been 3. But I mean, anyway, the the whole thing with Jordan in the racing game now. I mean, it's great for sports. Come on, I mean,
It is.
he's bringing a different crowd to this to the track, and,
Right.
and there's nothing wrong with that. And
No, it's great, and it was great that he won his case because
yeah.
he wasn't doing it for
he was
himself.
doing it for everybody, all the
owners.
teams.
And
Absolutely.
the owners deserve a piece of the pie, a bigger piece of the pie.
Sure.
And not just the crust. They,
Yeah.
they need to get some of that good filling
Unless
in
it's
there.
from five. Oh
That's
boy, I
it.
can't throw out any more names because we've lost sponsors because
Yeah,
of that.
don't mention Pillsbury. or
No,
anything.
what's the pizza that what they call it, a Godzilla or something? From what's that? 5 cheese, 5 star.
Oh.
Yeah, they make this massive piece of.
We're giving a
crust.
5-star plug?
No.
They haven't come on
5
board
star
yet.
wouldn't like me because you got to take the cheese to the edge,
Right.
and they give you that it's a 25-inch pizza. Yeah, with half crust. The whole thing is the pizza's in the middle. You get a piece of crust this big. Okay,
Who wants the crust?
No,
I mean, the
that's why I'm
crust.
not going. We're not.
No matter
we
what
don't
we're
want that.
talking
Unless it's
about,
stuffed.
nobody wants crust.
Yeah,
Unless it's
Your-
stuffed.
yeah, we can take a step.
Your friend Brian Roberts says, "When I think of Jordan, I think of Wheaties."
Very
Okay,
good.
Well,
right.
when I think of Wheaties, I think of Caitlin.
When I think of Wheaties, I think of Jordan.
I think of Caitlyn.
Because apparently he must have eaten his Wheaties
Yeah, well,
from time to time.
I think of Caitlyn Jenner on a pair of pumps.
Let me tell you what.
That's true, right?
I pulled for Bruce in that Montreal Olympics, I got to tell you.
Yeah, yeah.
And he came through.
Yeah.
He came through.
Yeah. Courtney has no idea who Bruce Jenner is, but I bet you she knows who's Caitlyn
I
Jenner
do.
is.
Go
I
ahead
know
and
Bruce-
fact check
yes.
us.
Okay,
Fact check
all
us.
right.
Yeah.
You're
I'm
in
in
it.
it.
You're in it.
Well,
You're
that's-
in
we
it
got
to win
someone
it.
else.
That's pretty cool. I can understand.
We got a 201 area code. Somebody, what's that? New York? That's New York. Oh, that could be New York.
Oh yeah.
Might be.
Changing Sports. What's your name? Where you from?
My name's Bo. I'm from Flagler Beach, originally from New Jersey.
All right, Bo. How are you, my friend?
Hey, Bo. Welcome on board.
Not too bad. Just got home from work. Wanted to get your take on the World Baseball Classic.
Well, that's a great time to talk about that. We hit it a little earlier, but Bo, are you? I hope you're pulling for the USA, or do you have some foreign ties?
No, I'm pretty much just a Yankee fan. I'm from
Atta,
Florida, so
There we
baby.
go,
Bo,
see?
you're our new favorite caller, and you are special dialed in anytime you want to call. You especially come right to the top. Courtney, karaoke Courtney will make sure of that.
Oh yeah.
Well, when it comes to the World Baseball Classic, 3 years ago, Japan won it. They're the defending champions.
Defending champs.
They
That's
got to be. If it were basketball, they would be, I think, the Final Four.
Yeah.
And I already earlier in this show predicted USA against Japan.
Yeah.
A revenge kind of situation there. And back then it was only 16 teams. Now it's 20.
Right.
And you got four divisions, 5 teams in each division. So the competition is even greater. But I got to go with USA and Japan. in a
Yeah.
rematch.
Bo, as a Yankee fan, you have to understand. I guess my buddy here, my cohort, has told me that the Yankees lost 16-0
15-0 the final score.
today to the Twins. But we have to
Yeah, I
explain.
just thought
You got to help me explain to him that we had 7 guys in the World Baseball
Right,
Classic.
right. Well, it's spring.
it's not even so much that we just had a 9-game spring training winning streak, and they're playing with the minor league.
Yeah.
That's it.
And then
Well, it was
all our pitchers are gone too, because the ones that are even good, that aren't even the minor league guys that are good, that are their pitchers, they're all on the foreign World Baseball Classic team pitching there already.
Yeah,
And
that's
then,
yeah.
Then there's no Judge, and then Chisholm's playing for one of the other teams.
Yeah,
also.
Chisholm's playing for Great Britain. We were talking about that last week. Chisholm is with Great Britain. That's a little weird. And Austin Wells is playing for the Dominican Republic.
yeah. You don't see too many.
And
Yeah, in the box score,
Yeah.
you don't see too many.
the Judge hit one pretty much looked like it was 500 feet yesterday against the Rockies for the USA team.
Did he really?
I think for the first time in a while, I think USA has the shot because of the pitching.
Yeah, and we were just. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry, my friend.
Skubal and Keens.
Yeah,
Skubal and Keens are the best pitchers in baseball on both sides. So as long as they're pitching, there's no reason why we should at least be in the finals and have a chance to win.
yeah. Go
Well, that rotation, you start out with Logan
Skeens.
Webb
Oh,
tomorrow
Logan Webb
night.
tomorrow
Logan
night?
Webb, the Giant pitcher, gets
Yeah.
the start tomorrow against Brazil in Houston, 8 o'clock on Fox. You can catch all the action. Just want to
Fox.
throw that
Yeah,
in there.
Fox plugger.
Then Saturday night, it's Tariq Skubal, and then you've got Paul Skeens. You've also got, I think, McLean from the Mets.
Oh yeah,
for
yeah,
Game 4.
yeah.
They're not going to overwork these guys.
No, they're definitely not. I think Skubal's only doing one outing.
Only
right?
one.
And that's,
Only
you know what? Okay, I get it. That's a business. Bottom line, it is a business. But, that's the difference. Listen, I was very good friends. I had a lot of friends that played in the NHL. When I lived in Chicago, I had season tickets. And a good friend of mine who was a golf pro was the largest autographed jersey holder in the country, in the world. And so we got to know all these guys on a personal level. Mm-hmm. They're going to play for country, United States. It's not, they don't care how much money they're making or anything else. They're going there. They play for the USA. In baseball, it's more of a business. Right. When you got a guy like Skubal making what, 35 million ish, 45 million,
big money,
big money.
You're talking about the top paid.
And his team, the Tigers themselves is the organization, and I get it. That's their property. I mean, in a sense, you don't like to say that a human being is property, but the reality is he is, and we can't have. We want to go there and win. I don't care how many times he pitches, but they're not warmed up. They're still early in the season.
Well, you say property, but they are the instruments. Let's use that word. The instruments of a business organization, the instruments of success. So you got to protect your interests.
Yeah, Bo, I can't tell you, man. We appreciate you are going to be funneled through every time, buddy, for calling in and World Baseball Classic. Keep in touch with us because we're going to go through if you're a big Yankee fan, this is a part of a Yankee show. We got Karaoke Courtney is a Yankee fan too, so John is outnumbered, and the producer is from Boston, so he's really outnumbered. And but thank you, buddy. I appreciate you calling.
Thank you for calling in.
No problem. I will definitely give you guys a call next week again.
Thanks, Bo.
Hey, we look forward to it. Thanks, Bo. And, Paul Blackburn took the loss today in that debacle for the Yankees. Sure, it's just spring training. I don't care who's in the lineup. You could have it's not the same. It's like preseason in football, based nothing on it. But it was interesting going into that game. Yankees with, I think, a 8-game winning streak, Twins 7-game losing streak, the hottest versus the coldest.
Yeah.
And it wasn't just that the Yankees lost, but just they were
15
never in
nothing.
that.
Yeah,
15-0.
sometimes that would happen.
In fact, as the late great Howard Cosell would have said, if it were a fight, they would have stopped it because the Yankees were cut over both eyes
There
and
we
bleeding
go.
profusely.
Very good, though.
That's right. They couldn't answer the bell.
No,
after the third
boy,
round.
you're really throwing it.
Frazier's down. Frazier's down. Remember?
Down goes Frazier.
Oh, down goes Frazier.
Down goes Frazier.
That's right.
And down goes Frazier was. Everybody always thought it was Ali that knocked
Right.
down Frazier was Foreman.
Yeah.
But going back to the Jordan effect to sports, we said he's brought more people to the track. It's a great thing. But again, he brings that winning culture, man. That's who he is. He has an aura. If there was such a thing as an aura, Courtney, you believe in auras?
Oh, yeah.
You do.
Yeah,
So
everyone has
do you
one.
have like Sagittarius things? Do you read the horoscope?
Aries all day.
Aries all day. Here we go. But I mean, these things that the aura and it exists with him. He really does. I watched this. Tyler Reddick winning 3 races out of the gate. That's never happened before in the sport. Never. Yeah. And the team is doing well. And so there was this big running joke about Jordan. He was. I'm just here. I just put the team together. But he doesn't realize he touches so much more. And he was saying that he wasn't coming to the next race. He wasn't. He doesn't want to take the spotlight off the guys.
He's the financer,
right? That's what he said.
Yeah,
but
him and Denny Hamlin.
Yeah, and Denny Hamlin racing in the race too at the same time. But here's the I'm knocking on the door again. Sorry about that. So everybody's giving me the scowl. Going back to. They asked him, are you going to be in Phoenix? And the big thing, he says, I will be in Phoenix. And the place went crazy. And Phoenix filled and sold out just like that. Because he's going to be there.
Yeah, I tell you
Just
what.
because of him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting. So Tyler Reddick goes for 4 straight. It's at Phoenix Raceway, 3:30 start. You can catch all the action. Go ahead.
On Fox.
It's on Fox. Fox has a lot of coverage. That's why.
Yeah, no,
you
I
know
know.
what? You know, they're a big sports
Yeah.
network. They have
Yeah.
a big budget. They can cover a lot of things.
Yeah, I just love
And,
the way you bring them in.
oh,
you
you know,
you always
just gotta
bring
bring-
everybody in. You bring everybody in beautifully, and that's why you're a Peacock or a Fox plugger.
What I'm surprised is we're in victory formation here
That's
in the
it.
waning moments
I like that.
of the Chain Gang Sports Show, and you have yet to reference Stephen A. Smith not one time.
You didn't give me a chance. I was waiting for Karaoke Courtney.
big
to throw us-
finish?
Yeah, the big finish.
The big finish.
I blame Karaoke Courtney for that.
No.
Steven, no, she says. But it's so funny. It's like when you find like a new word when you're like a little young kid, and you know, like I think the first word out of some kids' mouths is shit, and then they say it 100 times.
Yeah.
So we got Karaoke Courtney. So now we've said it that way 50 times in the show.
She has
She won't
become
lose that.
synonymous with the
Yeah.
Chain Gang
stuck.
Sports Show.
It's that's it. That,
a
hey,
live
Stuck.
event.
that's the biggest thing when you want somebody's name to stick. You got to keep doing it. Freebird. We got Freebird in our program. Kyle is a good friend of mine, and we call him Freebird because the first time I met him, Freebird was playing. So that's it.
Hey, one other thing, just to as we begin to wrap things up on what I believe has been a very, great to hear from people today,
Yeah.
both on the internet and calling in. That's what it's all about, the interaction and opportunity, especially local, but anywhere around the
No.
world. That's a great thing
Yeah.
about streaming and whatnot.
Sure.
It's not like back in
know
the
anything
old
about it,
days.
but
Hey,
yeah.
this is Joe from,
Yeah. Press and record on the VHS.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. But how about Formula One racing? I got to say, I'm a little disturbed about that because my father-in-law, big fan, but he's not really tech savvy. 11 o'clock Saturday night, the season begins, 2026 in Formula One racing. And all the races, this one's in, I think it's the Qatar Airways Australian
I knew you'd know it.
Open.
Yeah.
At 11 o'clock start, of course, you lose that hour as we
yes,
spring
we talked
forward.
about-
I don't know what happens. Do they
spring-
drive faster when that
spring back-
happens because you lose that hour? You gotta
Spring
make up
ahead,
the
fall
time.
back. That's it.
But that's in Melbourne, Australia, down under. We're going down under on Saturday night. But all the races are on Apple TV.
Bro,
And he's not
did I just
tech
call you bro?
savvy.
I'm sorry.
He'll miss them all.
And the shame of it is they shouldn't. But that's the way we are today. If you want to watch Badlands,
Hulu?
you better have Paramount.
Yeah. Prime Video, Hulu.
Unless you go and buy a Mavbox, which I have no friend of mine. No, I'm only kidding. Can't be throwing plugs to Mavbox yet. Wait until they pay their money.
That's it.
Um,
That's it.
Yeah.
Got to hold out.
The producer's
Give
shaking
them
his
nothing.
head. Yeah, money.
No, but seriously, though, it is a shame because if you go back like myself, old school, you remember it was CBS. How
Yeah.
did they say? When you look for champions, look to CBS.
Yeah.
Remember? And it was just ingrained in your NBC, must-see TV
Yeah.
on NBC.
Yeah, the Knicks are on tonight, but
Yeah.
they're on Prime.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
And it shuts out a lot of people. You
It does,
can't tell
and
me they don't lose some viewers.
you can't go to the game. You can't even watch the games unless you have, which Netflix is what?
That's it.
Karaoke. How much is net?
$12.99.
What is it?
Like $12.99.
$12.99, and then you got
always
Paramount
something.
$9.99, and by the time you have them all, you're broke.
To say, yeah, it's crazy. It's all about the money.
I know it's a shame.
Show me the money.
Can't go to the game. You're gonna have to tune in to our show.
There's
and
no
we'll give you all the results.
newspapers left
That's
to
the way
read
to
the
go, though.
box scores.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Oh, that's it. They got us.
They've taken the ticket stubs away for Pete's sake.
Can't even. Yeah, I went to the game. It's like with the phone. Hey, where's my stub to put in my little memory box? No more memory boxes.
You know what? We've got to get the two guys that heckle us in the hockey jerseys to talk about that.
the magic.
'Cause that's-
They're still on the magic carpet ride somewhere in techno space.
They got to be a little upset about that. 'cause
They're upset
they're
because they
a
have no
couple of
teeth.
old schoolers. They're
Yeah.
probably angry that they can't get into a
Yeah.
lot of that action.
Yeah, no, they're upset because they have no teeth, and then all they do is heckle us. Typical
I
hockey
don't know
player.
about that. I haven't looked at them that closely.
Oh, come on,
But,
brother, you got to see that,
Only their dentist would know that.
and he does.
But I got to say, though, it is a shame because we're seeing that. And often in Talk Sports, we talk about things that upset people.
Yeah.
They'll call up and it's usually about contracts. Oh, and that's a whole nother issue.
Oh, yeah.
You could burn up an hour just talking about that.
You know,
The money game.
I know.
And
Speaking
that's
of
not
which, I think
just-
we burned up our hour. Did we burn it? We got 3 minutes.
Oh, we might be in overtime.
Overtime. Yeah, Courtney's contract takes us to a different level.
Oh, we don't wanna pay
have to
that.
get we got to get her right off the air because she cost us too much.
Don't want to.
Oh, geez.
Hopefully, we can find a loophole, and that'll be a tax write-off somewhere.
tax write-off.
That's big money.
Speaking of tax write-off, for all you companies out, businesses out there, the Drug Court Foundation golf outing is April 18th. It's getting close. We need as many sponsors as we can. And if you turn around and say that you don't have the money, I will be very upset because it's a write-off. You can write it off. You can write off 100% of it. So you get your money back in April. You'll be fine. I promise you, your $150 donation to sponsor us on a whole will be greatly appreciated. It goes to a wonderful foundation.
Great
Wonderful,
cause, yeah.
wonderful foundation.
Yeah, that's right. Courtney is a big part. Courtney,
Very, very big part of it, and I love being a part of it.
she is.
You guys-
She's a part of
I
the.
hope you come and donate.
Thank you, dear. You're right. And what is that? The cost is $125 per golfer.
Not
This
bad.
price includes entry to all events, 18 holes, golf cart, and lunch, various awards. And I can tell you this: we also have a par 5 sponsor. You're gonna like this, John. This guy, you're gonna play. You're gonna play,
Oh,
right?
yeah, I'm going to do my best imitation of Happy Gilmore.
I don't care how you happy, just as long as you're happy and you're on the golf course
That's
with
it.
us. And you're in my foursome, so you better be good.
I'll-
We have a long drive. A company comes in, they're a long drive sponsor. They get the guy, he gets up and he hits the ball 400 yards. He hits it 400 yards on a par 5.
and
He's
his
the long
name's not
drive.
John Daly.
No, he's the long drive champion for Florida. He hits the ball 400 yards. You can use his ball
Yeah.
for your second shot if you want to pay. For, it's a $5 donation, or I don't know what they pay, but they set it all up for us. And if you chip in the second shot, which is if he's hitting it 400 yards, it's a 120-yard wedge. 4 people paid to go out to Pebble Beach and play golf. It's a pretty good deal. So
is a good deal.
Come out, and we have a lot of things. We got Ford has donated lifetime oil changes and all kinds of crazy things. But it's going to be a great event. We hope to see you out there. We're probably going to do a show from out there, something if the producer can make that happen. We're going to be live right after the outing. So
Well,
please
that's the
join
next
us.
thing, to
Yeah.
take the Chain Gang Sports Show on the road.
On the road.
As it evolves, week to week, show to show.
Yeah.
We've got karaoke Courtney.
You know
now.
she's
I'll
gonna.
be
You
here.
know if karaoke Courtney's
Yeah.
if she's coming and we're traveling, she's probably gonna have big suitcases. Women travel.
Great acquisition.
Yeah, she is a great
Great
acquisition.
acquisition.
Yeah.
Best acquisition since the
Yeah.
Broncos got Manning.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Back in
Courtney,
the day.
thank you. We appreciate you.
Appreciate for being here.
Yeah, well, get used to it, sister.